every answer really correct with no hesitation. I immediately actually pick out the right answer. I know how to explain this. I don't really need to actually look up in a dictionary. But I was actually skeptical if they actually pick up on me in a wrongful way. That's really the reason I just really wanted to double check. But my answer was immediate and I never hesitated because if you have a limited two option, one and the other, that's really the it. Because there are only two possibilities if one is taken, and there could be no possibility additional things could be introduced in one and the other. I've already actually nailed it so perfectly. And the problem is, if you ever wanted to say other, people, there are a non many different things out there. But if that noun following from other, qualified by other, is really countable, then you definitely need to say other substances. That's really the reason other can never be the answer for the second problem. And another is only possible option because any is really two unlimited irrelevant sources. But for that case, there should be an immediate contact between a glue and a substance. There is at least, they had a certain relationship to come in pair. The substance that is affected by or under the influence of a glue really remains, completely stuck on the surface in existence. This type of relationship is forged. That's the reason, in that case, I don't think that many American people would say any, because any is really numerously numberable, unnecessary, and unrelated, irrelevant situations. There are so many things out there. Anything can be possible like this. And any and another are two different things that could definitely be associated with a singular noun. Even any type of a following nouns are countable. So, my choice was another. I really never hesitated to pick out the answer. My first choice was always, selected within a blink of an eye. I never hesitated. I never actually, went back and forth truly to be very hesitant. I was not at all wishy-washy. I was never been that much in wavering. My choice was not faltering at the time. It was, full of a conviction. No, I'm not lying. I was a fully convicted. I was a full of a conviction to have a full faith in it, because I know how things should work, and it's really ridiculous. Technically, for that email, I was actually thinking about the limited options. That's really the reason I actually mentioned that Professor Morrison had a different idea about the situation. That's really the reason he said another or something like that. I really remember it. I don't really need to think about it, or I had a different other thought. I'm very clear about it. I don't really need to be taught by you. This kind of simple concept is very easy, and I learned it many, many years ago already. I'm so sorry. I don't really need your help.